why it's going.
So here we go. We're coming up to Purim, the highest, holiest, most powerful, awesome, amazing day of the year. Now, we've got to understand what it is. Firstly, if your attitude to Purim is party, don't come. You're not welcome. You can party every day of the week. Thursday night, go to Tel Aviv, get wasted, go to a club, throw up, pass out, then Motzi Shabbos, do it again. 365 days a year, party all you like. Purim's not a party. Purim's the highest day of the year. So if you say, well, I'm going to go outside of Jerusalem for the first day, inside because it's a 2-day party, don't bother. You're finished. You're done. Leave. No, not welcome. Get out of here. Purim is the holiest day of the year. It's the day when you can reveal spirituality in this world. That means reveal your soul. That means reveal Hashem. This is what we're doing on the day. And therefore, like every festival, we have mitzvot. Although Purim's the highest festival of the year. Why? Because it has mitzvahs for each of the three relationships. Ben Adam leMakom, between you and Hashem. Ben Adam leAtzmo, between you and yourself. Ben Adam leChavero, between you and others. Purim is the only festival in the whole year that has mitzvahs Ben Adam leChavero, between you and other people. We'll get there. No, it's Ben Adam leMakom is between you and Hashem, like putting on tefillin, that's between you. Ben Adam leAtzmo is you and yourself. How do I reveal my neshama? Ben Adam leChavero is between you and others. Ve'ahavta l'reich k'mocha. Come. You joining us? So let's go through it very, very quickly. First we have the Megillah, reading the Megillah. The Megillah is when the spiritual light of Purim is coming into your soul. The rest of the whole of Purim is how do I then integrate that spiritual light into my consciousness and bring it out into the world. But the light of Purim, the holiness of the day, is coming into the world. During the reading of the Megillah, you want to be aware of that. Megillah is actually Gematria 3 times Hashem. Yud and He and Vav and He. Some people say you should imagine a Yud He Vav He on your right, or Yud He Vav He on your left, and you Yud He Vav He in front of you whilst the Megillah is being read. I'm not sure you should do that, just because you won't be concentrating when listening to the Megillah, which is more important. If you can kind of have that somewhere in your consciousness, because it's teaching you that everywhere you turn, Hashem is really there. Hashem's hidden. There's no miracles in the Megillah. There's no Hashem in the Megillah. But one of the things the Megillah is teaching us is an extremely important thing. Hashem doesn't get revealed at the end of the Megillah. It's not like at the end of the Megillah, everyone's like, Baruch Hashem! And there's an open miracle. It's not. In fact, the Megillah is a very difficult and horrible story. Because Esther, an innocent girl, is taken basically into a brothel. And she doesn't leave at the end. She's there for the rest of her life. She's married to a non-Jewish man. It's a horrible story. But the power of the Megillah, which we can take into our lives, is that you're going to be in palaces in your life that you didn't choose. You're going to have kids who are sick, God forbid. You're going to have difficult marriages. You're going to have financial. You're going to be in palaces that you did not choose, and you could either be a victim to that, or you could be Queen Esther and says, well, obviously I'm here for a reason. I came here for a reason, and this is the whole story of the soul. Esther is the soul, the neshama, who came into this body. It didn't want to come into this body. It had to hide its identity. It's in a foreign culture. That's the soul in this body. And you don't leave the body. You're going to be in this body until the body dies. So the lesson of the Megillah, firstly, is that we are here to reveal God in the world. But secondly, not to be a victim to our circumstances. To see that we're on a mission. We've been sent here. So it's really between us and Hashem, because we're saying to Hashem, even though I still haven't revealed you, there's no open miracles like Pesach, and you're still not revealed, you're here, you're in life. That's why when we say you've got to drink ad de lo yada ben Araham and Baruch Mordechai, it means you've got to get to the point of emunah, where you don't say anything's bad, nothing's bad. It's painful, it's challenging, you don't want it, it doesn't feel good, you didn't choose it, but it's not bad. That's what emunah means. Nothing's bad. So it's not good and bad. It's pleasurable and painful. But painful isn't bad. Very high level. Then we got the Suda. Now, Tuesday night Tuesday night or Monday night if you're going outside as well, but Tuesday night it's not a party. There's a party in the yeshiva, but you're not drinking on Tuesday night. Don't get drunk on Tuesday night and then not be able to drink. The whole party, the whole Suda and the drinking is on Wednesday day. Tuesday night, you can have a little party, but you should be davening a lot. It's the most powerful day of the year to daven. And you should say a lot of Tehillim for Jews who are in horrible, painful situations. How many young widows are there from the recent war in Gaza who have young children who don't have a father to be with them on Purim? And we're going to have big parties and get all drunk? So you want to be thinking about those people and praying for those people, saying Tehillim for those people, sending your money to IDFWO organization, Widows and Orphans of IDF Soldiers. Send your money, give all your money away. Now, because they need it now so they have a good Purim. Forget about your Purim. The Purim that is spent thinking about yourself is you messed up Purim. Purim is really getting beyond yourself. It's not about me. So if you're sitting at your Purim Suda saying, where's my wine? Where's my food? What does my costume look like? Am I you've messed up Purim. Purim's the opposite. Purim is, what do you need? Do you want some of my wine? I see you didn't bring your wine. You lost your fake beard. You can use my fake beard. Chabal that you need fake beards, but one day, that's the same when you grow up, you have a real beard like a real Jew. But you've got to be sitting at your Suda. I'm so okay. I'm cool. What do you need? Another thing at the Suda is this idea of drinking, and the Layada. It's forbidden for you to drink any alcohol if you're going to become more egotistical, aggressive, violent, lustful. Forbidden, because you're doing the opposite of Purim. Purim, the Gemara says, Mishnichnas yayin yotze sod, when wine comes out, when wine goes in, secrets come out. But if you're a very broken person and all your pain and trauma and stuff comes out, you shouldn't be drinking. If you're a very arrogant person, so all your ego and lust and greed and arrogance go, you should be drinking. If you're a very conscious, spiritually connected, holy, pure person, and what comes out when you start drinking is love and joy and brachas and Torah, then you should drink. So why are you drinking? You've got to go into this. Why am I even drinking today? If it's because of Purim, wait there. What do you mean, Rabbi? Simcha. Don't drink. I'm drinking to reveal my soul. That's the reason I drink. And therefore, you're only drinking wine. They're not chugging vodka and tequila. It's not a part. Once again, Thursday night, go for it. Go to Tel Aviv, down 10 bottles of vodka. I don't care. Do what you like. Don't do it on Purim, fool. You're going to waste Purim. Purim is slowly sipping wine, consistently, over the day. Slowly sipping wine. Asur lechag.
Asur lechag.
Asur lechag for Purim. Yeah?
A drinking question. Are we literally supposed to be slowly having wine throughout the day, or are we?
However, you know you can drink where you get to a state of loose love, sweetener, not loose. But,
are we saying like when I have enough wine that I go up to Aish and give him a hug and be like, you're the best person?
But not from
no,
the way.
not like a, no, like that. He's just a beautiful soul. Beautiful soul.
Don't do that. If you're going to end up like that, don't do it.
No,
What you're going to do is, you want to go to a place where you're just like, I really do. I give you a bracha, you should find the best wife, you should just have the best life, I love you. As soon as you know you get arrogant and egotistical and selfish when you drink, don't do it. It's not worth it. You're going to ruin everything. So, yes.
Why do they tell us to drink until we
Great, so let's talk about what does it mean to drink ad de lo yada? You don't know the difference between Abraham and Baruch Mordechai, between good and evil. I gave you one answer already. One answer is emunah, that there is no bad. It's not. Is that everything's good. It's either pleasurable good or painful good. So that's one answer. But a higher answer is that to drink to the point of ad de lo yada means until you reach the state of consciousness before the eitz das tov v'ra. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden were told not to eat from the fruit. That's called eitz das tov v'ra. So ad de lo yada is to go back to before they were da, in the da. So what happened in the Garden of Eden? They were pure and perfect, and then there was the evil, which was a snake, external. By eating the fruit, they internalized the voice of the snake. It's called your Yetzer Hara now. And then they started to identify with it. So really now you are a bit good and a bit bad. Yeah? You got a Yetzer Hara, Yetzer Tov, good character traits, bad character traits. Correct? Yeah? Wrong! You're only good. You're still just a neshama. You've just falsely identified with the snake's voice in your head. It's using your voice. So you're going to drink to the point where you realize all the evil in me, that doesn't define me, it's not me. Now I'm responsible for it.
So it's not part of you?
It's not part of you at all.
So you don't, like in Chabad they say that you have like a godly soul and an animal soul.
You are a godly soul and you have an animal nature as well.
But you're just defining that me is my soul and then assigning that effect on top of that.
Like a disease. If you have a disease, it's in you and it's affecting you badly.
But you're not.
But no one says, well, it's part of me. COVID is just part of who I am. No. You got to heal it. You can't listen to it. If I come and punch you in the face now, and I say to you, that wasn't me, that was the evil inclination. That is actually true. But I can't get away with it because I'm responsible for the evil inclination. I can't listen to it. So if my dog bites you, I'm responsible for that. I go to prison, I have to pay the fine, but I'm not my dog. So your Yetzer Hara is not part of you. You're only good, you're only pure, you're only perfect. I'm perfect, good and pure. So Ad Lo Yada is getting to that point where you realize I'm only pure, I'm only good, I'm only connected to Hashem. Love and joy. So if you're drinking and that's not happening, and you're actually behaving worse, then you're messing up. You're messing up Purim big time. The biggest opportunity of the year. That's why we say that Zeh Le'umat Zeh. Hashem made a world where the opposites exist. So in terms of food and sex and money, they can either be the most disgusting, abusive, terrible things, or if used on a conscious level, can be the highest, most holy, beautiful things. So that's how you're drinking. No chug, no chug. And just don't do it. The next day, do chug all your life. Chug your life away. I don't care, kidney failure, do whatever you need, but just don't do it. The other thing you're trying to do with the drinking is loosen up a little bit on the fixed nature of this world. Just say, Adon, it's all Hashem. Blurring my boundaries a little bit to physical reality, and I'm just saying, this is all just, there's a one expression of Hashem. Shlomo Kabak said that usually when you get drunk, there's only one person, but you can see 5 people. But on Purim, when you get drunk, there are 5 people, you just see one. Because all the Yidden come together. It's just like, I just see Hashem, Chazak, it's everyone. Then, we have the mitzvah of Matanas Levyanim, the most important mitzvah of the day. Most important mitzvah of the day? Give your money away. The Rambam, Hilchos Megillah 2:17 says, Mutav la'adam la'habad b'matnas levyanin mil'habad b'sudato l'b'shlach l'reu. It's much more important to give more money to poor people than you spend on your meal and your wine and your costume and mishlach mans. So you've got a budget that whatever you spend on your clothes and alcohol and everything, you give at least the same amount to poor people. And I think you should give double to poor people, give more. And one of the reasons you're getting drunk on Purim is that you give away too much money. You've got to give away more money than you feel comfortable giving away.
Are we Yotzi to only about Akalurot?
You're Yotzi. But Yotzi isn't Yotzi. Him, wife, I gave you flowers. There you go, I'm Yotzi. Being Yotzi, you're not Yotzi. There's no relationship in being Yotzi. I took the box, I put on my tefillin. I'm Yotzi. Yotzi is not Yotzi, I'm telling you. It's halachically, you take the box. You fulfilled my obligation. Hi wife, here's your flowers. I fulfilled my obligation. See you, I'm going to go and get wasted with my friends now. Yotzi is not being Yotzi. If you settle for being a Yotzi Dika Yid, you're not a Jew. You're almost not a Jew. A Yotzi, you're called a Yotzi Yid. You want to be a Lechatchila Yid. And Lechatchila Yid. You want to be a Lifnim Mishor Shadin Yid. You want to do it the best way you possibly can do it. You know what? I can get away. If I can get away with just giving 5 shekels to 2 people, why don't I do that? If I can get away with only being with my wife once a month, no, I want to have an intimate relationship with God and people. So you want to give away loads of money, and don't get all arrogant. Oh, I gave 100 shekels to 2 people. Look how I'm. Don't even do that. You got to care about people. Give away. Yeah.
Would you? Yeah.
Is paying more to the poor people halachically, like I should do that more than what I spend on other things, and
The Rambam.
then if so, can I count towards my master or no?
No.
I don't know.
No,
No?
I can't.
It's not your mice.
Okay.
It's not your mice.
But if you don't have
Give away
enough,
more money.
But
it's a weird halacha because if you don't have enough, then it
Matzah
comes.
Levin, what do you think is the best way to go?
I'll
about
explain it later.
giving it? Like, do you think in like a direct, like finding a poor person and doing it, or in a,
There are different levels. We want it to be anonymous in a way. We want it to for people to have dignity. Dignity. So it shouldn't be done in a way that makes you feel good about yourself for doing it necessarily. I just did it. So to lessen the ego as much as you can, and give away money as much as you can.
And you said
Which
that,
means I actually also have to care about them. Say Tehillim, pray for them.
that Purim is the most holy day of the year, right?
Yeah.
What makes it so much holier than Yom Kippur and all those
Kippur.
special?
2 reasons is holier than Yom Kippur. Number 1, you can reach the spiritual level of Yom Kippur whilst you're physically involved in the world. You got phones and cars and alcohol and drink. Yom Kippur, you're in short fasting, so it's quite easy to be spiritual on Yom Kippur. To be able to be spiritual when you're in the world, that's a much higher level. That's the first answer. The second answer is because it has a mitzvah bein adam lechavero, which no other chag has. And mitzvahs are what makes something holy, and the holiest mitzvahs are what adam bein adam lechavero. Then you got mishloach manos. Mishloach manos, people spend loads of time and money on it. Just give 2 items of food to 2 people. A friend, to just say I value our friendship. Someone who you didn't get on well with in some way, and say, look, I'm sorry, even if it wasn't your fault. Just say, look, I feel we haven't had the greatest relationship this year, and I just want you to know I love you. I pray for you. You should have a nice year, whatever that. Fine. Sages teach that Purim's the holiest day of the year to pray. It's the highest day of prayer. I think it's the Gemara itself said, if someone's in prison and offered 1 day to come out of prison to pray with a minyan, what day should they take? Maybe they should take Purim, maybe they should take Yom Kippur. That's what that says. Purim is the holiest day of the year to pray. Why is that? Because the king says to Esther, Ma she'elatech, what is your request? And I'll give it to you. So based on that passage, the Kabbalists say that Hashem, who is the king, is saying, what do you want? I'll give you what you want. We also say by Matanas Leviyanim, Kol Pashet Yad Notnim Lo. Anyone who sticks out their hand, you should give to them. So Hashem also has to do mitzvah. So if anyone sticks out their hand to Hashem, Hashem go give it. Now if you're thinking, amazing, now I can ask for everything I want, messed up Purim. You should think, amazing, now I can ask for those other people who need things much more than me. Because you guys, what do you need? You're fine. You got food, you're not old enough to get married yet. Pray for older people who aren't married yet. Pray for widows. Pray for we all need to be prayed for. You don't even need to pray for yourself that much. What don't you have? What responsibilities do you have? You got food, you got clothes, you got stuff. So you can put in, Hashem, please find me a nice girl at the right time and help me, come close to you. That's cool. But 95% of your davening needs to be for not you. So you're davening, which means you want to daven mincha gedayla, daven the earliest mincha before you start drinking, and daven a long mincha. Don't rush to get out of mincha. It's a very, very important day to be davening mincha. You pray for emunah, you pray for Hashem to be revealed in the world, pray for other people. But what you're aiming for is you're going to be sitting at a Suda somewhere, very, very present, very, very real simcha, just full of love for Jewish people. That's it. I'm sitting, I'm not wasted, I'm not falling over. My daughter said to me, Abba, I've never seen you drunk. And I get wasted on Purim, but I'm just not like that. I'm just like more present, more. So when it says Nichnas Yain Yatsi Sad, if you're connected to spirituality in your soul, that's what should come out when you're drinking. It's just like That's what I'm showing. And if what comes out is your lunch, you messed up. No bonus points for throwing up. In fact, opposite. You throw up on Purim, what do you do? What are you doing? Why are you throwing up? What are you doing? This isn't some club when you're 16 years old. This is Purim, holiest day of the year. Dressing up. I don't know what monkeys and one-piece baby things and cowboys has really got to do with Purim. You want to dress up as something that represents your goodness, your soul. In a funny way, you saw my Spider-Man Becker shirt. Streimer, like to something.
That's what we got. We got stronger.
Plus travels and pays.
I'd love to be more position art.
Should we cut off the pace? Like, is that like offensive to people that like have like really long
Or
pace?
Strauss king face.
Yeah.
Could she cut them up? Oh no, you should wear that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, like actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, people like that. It's
No.
cool.
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
It's cool.
I'll keep.
It's cool. So really, what you dress up in should kind of represent a good part of you that you want to express. Or you could be a policeman, but what's that got to do with anything? I just don't get it. Now the kids can do that. Although my kids' school this year said we don't need policemen and stuff. We tell them to dress up as rabbis and the Baal Shem Tov. I hear that. It's not Halloween. In fact, someone said to me the other day, Purim is like the Jewish Halloween, man. I was like, no, it's exactly the opposite. Halloween's dressing up as evil and trick-or-treating, asking people for stuff. Purim's dressing up as good and loving and kind and giving people stuff, giving gifts to the poor.
Does that mean you can't dress up as a mom?
That'd be interesting. I think you can in a funny way if you're making fun of your own Yetzirah. You say, I'm exposing my Yetzirah so it can't control me.
What are you dressing up as?
And the same thing every year for 18 years.
Spitter Rebbe?
Still. Once you got it right, you don't need to change. It ain't broken. It ain't broken, you don't need to fix it.
Wait, so are
And
you
people get
admitting to us that you're the Spiderman Reverend?
Pardon?
Did you just admit to us that you're the Spiderman Reverend?
No, I'm dressing up as him.
Oh. So true.
Crazy.
We've never seen you two in the same place at the same time.
No, too much Kedusha.
Mashiach would come right away. It's too easy.
You said that me and Hashem is in Megillah. Me and other people are Matanot Levimim.
And
What does me
Mishlach Manas, you and you is the drinking, to reveal your soul. Ben Adam Lahatzmo. How are you drinking? What are you drinking for? And drinking to connect to my real soul, to disconnect from the Yetzirah within me. That's between me and me. Becoming the greatest me there is.
Thank you.
Did la 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 la.